everyone. Welcome to yet another video of your CMA mentor. From today, we are starting a question and important concept series. Till examination, I'll be posting some of the important concepts and a related question regarding this. I'll teach you the concept which are mostly seen in your examination. It may be of any of the subject. So today what we are going to do is binomial model of derivative chapter, and in that we are going to learn the risk neutral approach, regarding which we generally see a MCQ question, also a full-fledged questions may be seen in your examination regarding this concept. So it is one of the important concept for your examination purpose. So what I am going to do is I'll not go through the theory part of this uh, concept. I'll be teaching just the formula and how to solve the question. Okay. So let's go through this. Just a minute. Okay. So what is binomial model? Basically risk neutral approach. So basically in the question, initial price will be given, market price. Okay. Also the exercise price will be given, and also a fixed percentage of the amount will be given, like your market price will increase by 20% and it will also go simultaneously down by 20%. So what you have to do, increase the market price by 20% and denote it by US, decrease the market price by 20% and denote it by DS. Okay. And you know very well that when the option will be exercised, and option will be exercised only if call option, suppose it is a call option. When it will be exercised? When the price in future will go above exercise price, then the call option will be exercised. Okay. And when it will be lapsed? When the price in the future will go below the exercise price. And simultaneously, let's go with the put option. When will it be exercised? When the price in the future will go below the exercise price. Okay, below the exercise price, then the future option will be the put option will be exercised. And simultaneously, when it will be lapsed? When the price in the future goes below the exercise price, goes above the exercise price, then it will lapse. Okay. Okay, so basically this is CU. When it will be exercised, the value will be CU. When it will lapse, it is CD. Okay, for call. And for put, when it will be exercised, it is PU. When it will be exercised, it is PD, and when it will be lapse, it is basically PU. I'll also explain it through a question. Better you'll understand with that. Okay. So firstly, for this risk neutral approach, what do we calculate is probability. It is basically R minus D by U minus D. How will we calculate R? A risk-free rate of return is generally given in the question. We divide it by 100 and add 1. So this is basically the R. How will we calculate D? It is basically DS. That is the downward price by downward, the price जितना market price से नीचे चला जाता है, that is DS by the market price. And how will we calculate U? It is basically US by market price. Okay. And suppose we have to calculate the value of call option now using this neutral approach. How will we calculate? Basically it is CU, okay, the upper limit, into P plus CD into 1 minus P by R. Okay. Now to teach this concept, let's go through a question. Okay. Let's go through a question which I am showing you. It is your institute math question, basically illustration number 41. Okay. A stock is currently trading at 50. Okay. So the market price at which the stock is trading, you draw the diagram. It will be then easy going for you to solve the question. Okay. It is illustration 41. The market price is given for 50. Okay. Now next, what is given? It can either go down by or up by 20%. Okay. So basically this will be the value of US and DS. So agar we add 50 may we add 20%, it comes to 60. Okay. So basically US is 60. That is basically 50 plus 50 into 20%. Okay. And if we deduct 20% from 50, it will come to DS. It is basically 40. That is 50 minus 50 into 20%. Okay, done. Now let's read what the question next says. for a period of 3 months. So this transaction जो ये period है, this is basically 3 months period. Okay. Exam, please draw the diagram. It will be easy going for you then to solve the question. Okay. If the risk free rate of return is 8%, so basically RF is given 8%. So we have calculated R using that. This, how have we calculated? 1 plus 8 by 100. It is basically 1.08. Let's calculate everything. You proceed with calculating everything whatever is needed in the question. Okay. Then read the question and then calculate it. Okay, it is continuously compounded. So we have to use e to the power RT wala formula. Sorry, then this will not be valid because it was given continuously compounded. So basically कैसे होगा? How will we calculate R then? E to the power RT. So basically R was 8%, that is 0.08 into T was 3 years. Okay, so 3 by 12. So 0.08 into 3 by 12 comes to e to the power 0.02. So basically iska value will be given in the question. Okay. In this question it is not given, but 90%, 100% in the exam the value will be given. So basically it comes to 1.02. Okay. So iska value is 1.02. Okay. Now proceed with the question. What we have to do? Calculate the value of call option and put option. Bono ka value we have to calculate when the strike price is 50 and the maturity is 3 months. Okay. Now the exercise price is also 50. Just a minute. Now the exercise price is 50. So for call option, if the price goes above this, then the call option will be exercised, and if it goes below this, the call option will lapse. So basically call option के लिए now we will calculate CU and CD. अब CU is what? Basically जितना तुम्हारा exercise price है minus the US, that is basically, no sorry, I'm telling it wrong. It is basically the US, मतलब जितना upper limit minus the exercise price. तो तुम्हारा answer will be 10. Okay. Now for DS, because the price goes to 40, that is below 50, so CD will not be exercised and the CD's value will be negative, so we'll write it 0. Okay. Done with it. Now putting this in the formula of call option, how will you calculate? It is basically US into P. Okay, we have not calculated probability, plus DS into 1 minus P by R. So basically now how will you calculate PS? I have given you the formula. It is basically R minus D by U minus D. So how will you calculate D? D is basically DS by market price. So it will be 40 by 50, which comes to 0.8. Okay. And how will you calculate U? It is basically 60, that is US by market price. It is basically 60 by 50, which comes to 1.2. Okay. Now, how will you calculate P? It is basically R, which we have calculated here, 1.02 minus D, which is 0.8 by 1.2 minus 0.8, which comes to, just a minute, 1.02 minus 0.8, which comes to 0.22 by 1.2 minus 0.8, which comes to 0.4. And the final answer is 0.22 by 0.4, which comes to 0.55. Okay, this is the value of P. Okay, and now we have to calculate 1 minus P, which is 1 minus P will be what? Basically 1 minus P will be 1 minus 0.4555, which comes to 0.45. So how we have calculated P is 0.55 and 1 minus P is 0.45. Now let's proceed with calculation of value of call. How will you calculate the value of call? It is basically US. So US ka value what we have calculated above. Let's see. US ka value is 60. Okay. So putting it over here, 60 into P का value is 0.55 plus DS का value is what? Let's see over here. US not. I have written it wrong. You have not told me even. Just a minute. It is basically CU. We don't write here US. US is the upper limit. We write here CU or here we write CD. Okay. So CU का value is what? CU का value is 10 into this 0.55 and CD we have calculated 0 into 0.45 by R का value we have calculated 1.02. It is basically what? The answer comes to 0.55 into 10 by 1.02. 0.55 into 10 by divided by 1.02. It comes to 5.39, which is the basically the value of call. Okay, just check if the answer is right. Yeah, it is rupees 5.39. Now, how will you calculate the value of put? The value of put will be calculated in a similar manner. So, PU will be what? PU is basically will be 0 because the price has exercise price was 50, and for put option agar price will go below this then it will be exercised, and it will, if it goes above it then the price will lapse. So PU will be 0 because the price has gone to 60, and what will be PD? It will be 10, that is 50 minus 40, exercise price minus DS. Okay, now similar formula you use for calculating the value of put option, which will be basically put option will be PU into P plus PD into 1 minus P by R. Okay, so what is the value of PU? It is basically 0 into 0.55 plus PD is 10 into 0.45 by 1.02. So what will be the value? Let's calculate. It will be 10 into 0.45 by 1.02. It comes to 4.41. Okay, it comes to rupees 4.41. So this was the concept of risk neutral approach. Thank you so much.